grizzly bear for you to look at. Just another day here in the Rocky Mountains. Alright YouTube, what's going on today? I was out for a drive there this morning and spotted a grizzly bear, so I thought I'd take a video of it and share it with you. If you've enjoyed it, please smash that like button for me, that'd be great. For now though, we'll just get stuck into the finance side of things. So, what's today's video all about? Today's video I'm going to be discussing what an ETF is. I'm going to be discussing 2 ETFs that I'm buying right now. And at the end of the episode, stick around because I'm going to be going on to Wealthsimple Trade. I'll show you everyone my portfolio and I'm actually going to purchase the 2 ETFs we're talking about. So first and foremost, what is an ETF? ETF just stands for Exchange Traded Fund. And it's basically like purchasing a lot of stocks all in one mutual fund. So there can be all different types of ETFs, like technology ETFs, like real estate ETFs. And basically, one ETF gives you access to many different stocks. There's a few things I love about ETFs, and one of them in particular is the fact that it diversifies your portfolio, okay? So by having money in ETFs, you have access to not just 10, 20 or 30 stocks, you have access to hundreds of stocks. Therefore, if your money's invested into an ETF that has maybe 100 different companies in it, if 2, 3 or 4 of them companies go bust over the course of the time that you're investing in it, that's not really going to have too much of a negative impact on you, as you're going to have 95 other companies that are hopefully going to do the business for you and hopefully going to return nice profits. So a great thing about ETFs is that you don't actually have to very actively manage them. If you throw your money into an ETF, you can kind of forget about it. You can just let it do its thing. Whereas with stocks, you have to be constantly looking at stocks and checking the company and making sure companies aren't doing things that could potentially cut their dividends and they're not doing things that they could potentially go bankrupt. So when your money's in an ETF, you can just chill out, kick back, you don't have to worry too much about it. Therefore, I'd very much recommend ETFs for the type of investor that doesn't really have the time to be constantly checking over stocks. For me personally, I like to have a mixture of ETFs and stocks in my portfolio. For me personally, I enjoy checking the stock market, I enjoy looking at different types of stocks. Therefore, I'm going to still be continuing to invest in stocks, but there is a portion of my portfolio that I dedicate towards ETFs, and it's roughly about 30 to 40%. I'm happy to put 30 to 40% of my money into ETFs and let them do their own thing. The rest, I focus on stocks that I individually pick. So without further ado, let's talk about the first ETF that I'm buying and why it's going into my portfolio. So first up here we have the Vanguard Canadian High Dividend Yield ETF. You can see here that stands for Canadian High Dividend Yield. It's currently trading at 27 Canadian dollars and 72 cents, and the ticker symbol is VDY. We'll take a quick look at the chart here. That's for 1 day. We'll hit the max. So this here ETF has only been in operation since 2012. It's kind of had nice growth. It started off there at $24.50. Kind of grew a bit of a dip here. Grew pretty steadily again. It got all the way up to, let's see here, $36.68, and then it crashed, and now it's sitting on $27.72. So at the minute, if you ask me, this is a bargain at the moment. This is definitely a buy. Obviously, one of the main reasons I like this ETF the most is down to its big dividend yield. As you can see here on Yahoo Finance, it's 5.27%. which is pretty good. So if we just click into the holdings tab here, you can actually see which stocks are in this ETF. So if I just scroll down here, top 10 holdings, which make up about 75% of the ETF. We've got Royal Bank of Canada at 14%. We got TD at 12.5%. We got Enbridge at 10%. We got Bank of Nova Scotia at 8%. We got TC Energy Corporation 7%. We got Bank of Montreal 5%. Suncor at 4.5%, CIBC Bank at 4.5% nearly, Manulife Financial Corporation at 4%, and Nutrien Limited at 3.3%. So that just gives you an idea as which stocks are in the portfolio, and I always like to check that just to make sure they're blue chip stocks. You want stocks in there that you recognize. One last thing I just want to show you is before we move on to my second pick for today. It's just the dividend payments and when they get paid. This is another really nice thing that I like about this ETF is they pay out their dividends on a monthly basis. So as we can see here, the payable date for 2020, January, February, March, April and May. And this here tells you the amount. So for each stock that you own, you're getting roughly 8 cents. Here you were getting 11 cents, 16 cents, 8 cents. So it does vary, but you're getting payments every month. And that is per share that you own in the company. Reason I really like monthly dividend payments is that it keeps you motivated. Once you see them dividend payments rolling in, you can see them increasing as the months go on. Keeps you motivated, and it keeps you wanting to keep investing money into your portfolio to see them dividend payments grow. So that's everything I really wanted to talk to you today about VDY, but please stick around to the end of the episode. I'm going to be buying stocks in VDY on Wealthsimple Trade. For now, we'll get stuck into the second pick for today. So the second pick I've picked today is ticker symbol XUU, which again trades on the Toronto Stock Exchange for $30.90. Although it trades on the Toronto Stock Exchange, this ETF is focused particularly on US companies only, so companies in the US. We'll just have a quick look at the performance over the last few years. We hit max here. And as you can see, really steady growth to this one over the it started off just back in 2015, so it's a relatively new ETF. But since then, it's been nice, steady growth. Oh, let's just see what it started on. It started on $20.31 Canadian. It's just grew and grew and grew. It got all the way up to $33.82. Had a massive dip there with the whole pandemic that's been going on. And now it's back up again to $30.90. So I'll just flick over to Yahoo Finance here and we'll have a look at the dividend yield. It's 1.78%, which is definitely on the lower side that I like to aim for. As you know, I like to aim for 4%. But there are certain holdings in my portfolio, there's certain stocks, there's certain ETFs that have dividends of 5, even closer to 6%. So having some ETFs or stocks with a lower dividend percentage yield doesn't really bother me. So we'll just click into the holdings here to see what type of companies are in this ETF. Scroll down. So these are the top 10 holdings, making up just 22.5% of the portfolio. So as you can see, this ETF has many different stocks in it. Focusing a lot on technology. We've got Microsoft Corporation, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Johnson & Johnson, Visa. So the thing I really like about this ETF is that it gives you access to the US market without having to pay the fees. So every time I buy US stock on Wealthsimple Trade, I have to pay a 1.5% fee for buying the stock, and then when I sell a stock, I have to pay another 1.5% fee. Plus, Wealthsimple have their own conversion rate. Therefore, you're losing out on quite a bit of money. And especially nowadays because the Canadian dollar is so weak. But this ETF gives me all the access I want to really nice companies in the US without paying them fees. And companies that I also wouldn't even be able to afford. Amazon trades for thousands of dollars. This here way, it kind of lets me buy a share in Amazon and a share in Visa without having to fork out a lot of money. Just very quickly, I just want to mention the fact that this ETF is a quarterly paying ETF, so you'll get your dividend payments every quarter, not every month. As you can see here, that's when it's paid. 3rd, 1st, the 9th of last year. And this here's the amount. So that's all I really want to talk about today in terms of XU. We're now going to dive into my Wealthsimple Trade portfolio. And I'm going to actually purchase some shares in XU and in VDY. So here you are. Here you are. This is my TFSA. I'm up $250 for the month. If I just go to today, I think today I'm down. Yeah, today I'm down $20. Nothing really to worry about. We'll just flick over to the all time. On all time, I'm down $130 or just under 2%. So not too bad. We'll scroll down here. So first up, we got VDY trading at $27. Let's see here. Already makes up just under 9% of my portfolio, which is pretty big. I'm going to hit buy. Next. I'm only going to buy one share of it today, as I've already got plenty of it in my portfolio. We'll hit continue. Market is closed. That's saying the order will just go through when the market reopens. Confirm order. Boom, there you have it, folks. One share of VDY bought. Now let's buy some of XU. So here is our XU trading at $30.90. I'll scroll down here. Makes up just less than 3% of my portfolio, so I'm going to hit buy. I'm going to buy it out of for my TFSA. Hit next. Let's see here. I'm going to buy 3 shares of this one. Continue. Market is closed. That's okay. Continue. So 3 shares at $92.70. Confirm order. Boom. There you have it, folks. 3 shares of XU bought. So that's basically it for today, folks. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. And I just want to quickly say a big thanks to all the support that I've received so far. I've received so many positive messages. People are starting to comment underneath the videos and ask questions, which is great. Keep commenting, keep giving me feedback, let me know what you want to hear. And if you've watched this video all the way to the end here and if you liked it, do me a big favour, smash the like button, hit subscribe. I'm going to be documenting my journey to financial freedom and I want everyone here to witness it. I want to give you some tips as well to help you along with your financial freedom. So hope everyone enjoyed today's video and I'll definitely be seeing everyone again very soon. Take it easy. Until next time.